Hey, viewers, George here, and we're back to talking about Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. So much excitement. I'm so glad we're doing this again. So this is episode 17. It's like Indiana Pac and the Lost Slime Temple or some shit. I don't know, I'm close. It's episode 17. That's all you really care about. So in this episode, Pac-Man finds, or Sir C gives Pac-Man this orb that he was keeping, that Pac-Man's parents gave Circumference to give to Pac-Man. As to why Pac-Man didn't get this sooner is beyond me, but he got it. Anyways, so Pac-Man gets it, and he solves the puzzle in it, and it leads them to this temple that's in the outskirts of the Netherworld. And I kid you not, they call it like Nowheresville or something like that. That is what the outskirts of it. I'm like, what? No, it's a fucking stupid name. Go back to the writing board or the drawing board. Go back to writing, rewriting it, whatever. You know what I mean. So they follow this orb, takes them there, and they get to the thing, and they place it where it's supposed to go. They find a hat that has Pac-Man's father's name in it. Then what else happened in this piece of shit? I don't know. Oh, and they escape with this disc that had pieces to a map to another fucking place. It's well, at first I was gonna be like, this episode's not that bad. There's nothing. It's not funny, but it's not funny, but it's not terrible. And then they make like a really fucking awful fart joke, and they fucking linger on it. No pun intended, but they fucking like go on with this one fart joke like they think it's like the funniest fucking thing in the world for way too goddamn long. And it's just like, oh no, it's not. Oh god. Well, so yeah, this episode's less than good. Nope, sorry, it's less than okay. No, sorry, it's less than a 5. I'd probably give it like a 2. But anyways, the story's okay, I guess. I mean, you know, we get to discover Pac-Man's backstory, if he gave a shit about that, which you didn't. And apparently his parents are really fucking convoluted when it comes to this shit, because you have to think about this. There is a temple that Pac-Man's parents either found or like they made or something like that. If they found it, that means they had to like booby trap this place and kind of like redesign it for their purposes that's in this episode. And if they made it, then that's just even more stupid. Because the orb that led them to the temple, which they had to also create this orb that would locate the temple regardless of where it is also the key that that Pac-Man and his friends have to place in order to find this disc thing that had the pieces to the map to some other temple, which means they had to create the disc, and inside the disc you had to break it to find these puzzle pieces. But oh, and then like the booby traps that are in it, like the minute the disc gets removed, the temple goes like all haywire and like reroutes paths around, like, you know, magic, kind of like in a video game, really, where it's just kind of like, this piece will float here, or this piece will float here to form a new pathway. It's like one of those piece of shit things. And then like stone golems come to attack the people who got the disc. And you're just kind of like, why would Pac-Man's parents go through the trouble to do this? Like, okay, I can understand trying to hide something very secret and whatnot, but I think that's a little overboard. Like, couldn't, I don't know, Circumference just kind of create, like, a secret passageway in his lab or somewhere else where, yeah, I don't know, you can have the same deal, but no, let's go overweight, create an entire stone temple that somehow fell into the netherworld. That never gets explained, but somehow ended up in the netherworld after it was built. And the ghosts don't even bother to look into it, which I want to just point something out. These are ghosts. There's this temple that they knew about, and the ghost couldn't just get the disc that's hidden in there without, like, you know, with their ghost things by phasing through. I don't know. It just kind of brings up way too many fucking questions, and it's already really stupid to begin with. Oh, and then of course there's also the other stupid thing where there is apparently a tunnel in the Pac-World City, because they have like these tubes that are kind of like a highway system, or like a toll booth highway, because apparently you pay for tickets to get onto it. Apparently one of the tunnels leads to the netherworld. I don't know why they even... It's like, hey, let's have this tunnel lead to the netherworld. That can't end badly. And they have like a single sign just that's way down the tunnel that says, do not go down here, no entry kind of thing. And they wonder why ghosts continuously invade when they have open portals to the netherworld littered all over the place. Yes. Some other really stupid things about this episode. Betrayus gets beheaded, so he's like a headless ghost, and they linger on this joke. It wasn't funny initially, but they just go on and on with it, and it's just like, it just really brings this already mess of a train wreck to an even huger halt of a train wreck. I don't know how that's possible, but the show managed to do it. And, I mean, it's not the first time, but before, like, it wasn't that big of a problem when they kind of lingered on, like, one gag constantly. But here, it's really noticeable, and it's really annoying. It's just, there's nothing funny about it. Well, I mean, the show was never funny to begin with, but I mean, like, the episode, if they just didn't even bother with the head gag or the fart joke, this would have been like a 6, maybe a 5 episode kind of thing out of 10. You know, not good, but certainly not bad. But with the shitty jokes in it, it's kind of like a 3, maybe a 2. Just like, overall, it was a really dumb episode, to be honest. And, like, even worse is it kind of leads to something even stupider happening down the line. Oh, God. Sorry. It's terrible because, like, I've been watching, like, Gravity Falls, like, recently a lot. Like, I just finished the 2 seasons, like, I'm caught up on Gravity Falls right now. And then coming back to this, being like, wow, these 2 shows are both done by Disney. Like, Disney produced both of these shows. And somehow, like, I don't know. Point being, I really wish I was watching Gravity Falls instead, is what I'm trying to get at. Christ, I heard Sonic Boom's not that bad. I mean, compared to Pac-Man the Ghostly Adventures, it's, of course, not saying a whole lot, but as long as it has no fart jokes, I think I might be able to get through that. That's another vlog, I guess, for another time. So yeah, episode 17. Crappy episode. Bad jokes. It's kind of what we expect from the series at this point. which is not a good thing. That's definitely not a good thing. It's I cannot get over that there's a second season I have to fucking watch too. Well, so yeah, with that all said and done, till next time, keep on gaming.